Hello, we are happy to present our 4-day workshop, Can Wonders Lead to Other Coexistences? A post-digital ignorance STEM design effort is a part of Amber Festival 2021. We would first like to thank our Professor Mehmet Erkök for his efforts to include Istanbul Technical University Industrial Design students in the workshop. In this workshop, my colleague Ecehan Toprak and myself Hakan Ergun aimed to help students discover how a design project in their own wonderland becomes a device of questioning and also how critical perspectives can be visualized with the help of narrative and scenarios. So, on our first day, we talk about critical and speculative approaches in design. By giving examples, we try to demonstrate how design in different disciplines can become more conceptual, explanatory, or convincing. Again, on the first day, we emphasized that while imagining the future, the designs that were created by speculative approaches ended up being divided into likely convincing and possible features by narratives and scenarios and then took on a critical quality. We can say that likely features tend to be the ones that are the most probable to come true. The scenarios that are built on likely and convincing features are used to determine the features of governments and companies. Possible features, on the other hand, refer to scenarios that conform to the laws of physics but divert from the current status quo because they are too difficult to archive. A preferred feature defines the intentional changing potential that individuals or collectives have on the trajectory of possible features towards a desired goal. This four-category division has emerged as a result of studies on feature at the end of the 20th century. However, we know that the number of these features can be increased with alternative scenarios. Another one of our focus points was the concepts of utopia and dystopia in design. We searched for ways to express concerns about why we design instead of what or how we design. We emphasized the critical component in these design and also the importance of utopia and dystopias. By giving design examples, we took a look at utopias that emerged as a critique to status quo and then turned into dystopias following new critical views of the utopias. We also touched on techno-utopia and techno-dystopia and argued how we can move from ignorance towards awareness. We had a survey for students who attended our design workshop. We evaluated the survey results on the second day and asked the attendants to design posters based on their responses. Can you share 3 sentences that come to your mind when you think about the words ignorance and technology? Would your wonderland be a utopia or dystopia? How do you define utopia or dystopia? If the coexistences you establish in your wonderland were a product, what would it be like? If the coexistences you establish in your wonderland were a place, what would it be like? What would you question in your wonderland? How would you do it? In which future would your wonderland take a place? On the third day of the workshop, we assessed and commented on the participants' designs. On the last day, all the participants talked about what they questioned in their design by critical and speculative approaches. Here are some of these works. In her poster work titled Where is the Going? Ayşenur İşleyen tells about the dystopia she created in which people consume but do not think about consequences. She points that people's waste will not disappear even after their bodies do and emphasized the impact by using a plastic Rubik cube as a visual. Ayşenur tries to reach the audience by saying that at one point people will have now here to escape, and she questions what will happen if this goes on as is. In his poster work titled How You Looked at the Other with a Different Eye, Çağkan Kalkan talks about how people are extremely exposed to the other in the post-truth period. He is looking for answers to this question. If we look differently, can we see the pure and human sides of the other? In his poster design titled Out of All Possibilities, Fırat İlhan points to how people lose their values because of technology and how resources are used inadequately. He looks for answers to the following questions. Will you be unhappy with the reality? Or will you be happy in a virtual world designed by others? In Gülnur Üstün's Eco-Utopia, titled Who is the Viewer? Humans realize the damage they caused on the environment and that life can only go on if they are in harmony with the environment. In her dystopia, Sena Öztürk points to how people accept the easy access information they get using technology as absolute truth and never question it. She asks the audience who gives the information. We would like to thank all the participants and the Amber team. Have a great day. Thank you.